top of you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need 100 clap for my boys. These be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I get a noise. I've been a man like I'm paying. I boost up my rating, you know how I play your toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They get up and go rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition. They can hear no apologies. Honey, y'all, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top, but you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top, but you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top, but you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top, but you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose.
What up, motherfucking right ass?
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns.
Nigga lost the lead.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, no hesitation there. Not only do they throw it on their first play, Charles, they throw it into double coverage and complete it.
They might as well have gone to a podium and just announced, we're not going to be challenged or bullied in this game. We're taking a fight to you, just like they did right there.
Oh, that's Pete.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Freeze.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run again on first down. Chubb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now Chubb running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 14 yards. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. From the 50, it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Chubb on the read option. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Watson now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27.
Maybe don't score against him. You know
We'll call that a
what
49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the
I do
return.
not respect niggas that play like that, bro.
1st and 10.
I really don't. Nigga don't even try, bro. Like, nigga just straight computer. Go tackle them. They gotta get back to next year. I don't nigga shake the fuck
The
out.
Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know
all you
when
gotta
to
do
give
is
yourself
nudge
up,
them.
and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big time play.
Patrick Mahomes. Patrick, different. Patrick Mahomes, fuck that. You got to defend it on
And they
solid.
will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson looks to throw again. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
It was so fucking
And
slow.
we welcome you back now alongside Charles
Use
Davis.
myself again, playing
Getting
this
set
nigga.
for quarter number 3
Only
here.
girl.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done
2
in
big
these
plays right
playoffs
there.
as
Me
we
not
start
being on
the
the
second
safety.
half of this
Because
AFC
I just
wild
let the
card
play
game.
out. They're gonna take
And
the
this
risk.
will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Money on that,
The
man.
Browns drive about to get started.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They run it again with Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Well, Jerry is Sneed up to make the play defensively.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watson off play action. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great.
I just stayed in the pocket.
Secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have the Browns first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Watson, option left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Listen to me. Give me some shit. Give me some shit.
Chubb will get the call running left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Watson. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Yards that time on the punt, and the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. And he fields it cleanly. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert
Mahomes on the sideline.
We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb.
Chubb, nigga. Chubb. Don't feed him.
We're going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
3-score game.
Into that deep water now.
Don't feed him.
Probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, They
We
absolutely
gonna
deserve to win
run
this
the
game.
ball
They've been the better team by
and
far.
man your ass up and double team Kelsey. That's the game plan. Got nobody on the outside. Nope. You sure don't.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Nope.
Now a shot taken on
Get it out.
down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Nope.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs' 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
You see that?
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Didn't think it was going zone. Didn't think it was going zone. Didn't think it was going to go zone one time.
20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
112 yards rushing for him
game
now.
plan.
He has been a central figure to try to get his guys to the 2nd round.
The game plan out. Playoffs, nigga. Play good D. I got the Chiefs. I got the Browns, nigga. I ain't got to fucking throw the ball.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
I got that boy right there.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third and 2, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trent McDuffie in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Right, and I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 68 yards.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first.
There he goes right side. 20, 10.
And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position.
Bonito, nigga.
They'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
That poop-ass dollar defense.
They'll run.
Poop-ass dollar defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kick to my guns.
Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with
Just
his
throwing the ball when I had it.
touchdown of the game.
See, I be making it hard. And I should expect the man on that. He wouldn't even score it if I would have. So when I goes
Extra
on.
point by York is up and good. And the lead
When I
now
goes
to
on.
14.
Take my ass back to man. Double team Kelsey. No high ball, no him. All you gotta do is take away his primary receiver that he want to high ball with, bro. He is trash for real. They got no dice.
Offense about set to begin
Got no
this
dice.
drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are defensively.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything. And
nigga, sit your bitch ass down.
They get 6. That'll leave
Sticking him to my guns.
In search of 4 yards here to pick
Sticking to my guns. Sticking to my guns.
But it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one.
Sticking to my guns. I got these DBs out here.
Touchdown.
On my perfect defense. I've been saving it all season.
Mahomes.
SWAT. Get it out. Get him the fuck out of here.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And they will take a knee here. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.